from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw. Nothing on the scoreboard thus far, but that might very well be about to change as this offense comes up on a first-and-goal situation. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Number 16.
Tyler Lockett. The season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games. Both losses. But just judging by the energy level, they look different. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? Throwing is Murray on third down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why?
Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's second down, and the defense needing to step up. To throw again on second down. Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. 5 catches, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Murray. Screen play, Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover?
defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. Play action. Now Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you...
Russell Wilson and company in the red zone as we'll jump in to see what the Seahawks can do here. They'll run here with Taylor. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory.
Time for this defense to try and stiffen as they'll try here to defend a 1st and 10 situation at their own 17-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. From the gun, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Murray again. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Max Williams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. action nearly complete. Time maybe for one final drive before the break as we get back down to the field. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On third down, Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a fourth down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the...
We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. A first down carry here for Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Again, it's Johnson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And the ball carrier.
Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And this one is right through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
17. Seahawks.
So a big third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter. To throw on third down, Murray. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Murray sacked.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. Wilson now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jump. This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone. On 1st down, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners get really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Taylor. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
32-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Keeps the score. Cardinals 23, Seahawks 21.
Murray now on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Murray. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So Wilson and the Seahawks down by 2. 1:52 to play. And they're in danger. Back to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play,
this challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on first. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They go play action now. Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But now it'll be third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And that will be incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis.
Oh, wow, I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, it's Penny. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They run once more with Taylor. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want me.
This defense just one timeout left. This one all but over as we take you down for the final moments. Back to throw. Murray. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
Murray's
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.